Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Mates with Snakes. Today's episode, my favourite green tree pythons. Hope you enjoy. Right, first up, whilst we go through my green tree. So in my hand here is Emerald, my first green tree python. She is a Aru cross Sarong green tree python. So her father was Aru and her mother was Sarong. So Aru and Sarongs are from Papua New Guinea as well as the Biak. I've also got two smaller Australian green tree pythons which are located at Cape York. One's called Lettuce and one is called Cucumber. Anyway, I'll go through the enclosure setup with you. So I have just two enclosures of green tree pythons. This one here behind me holds two green tree pythons in it, this girl and another boy. It's roughly about 4 foot wide. I've also got a smaller one, which is about 2.5 foot wide, which houses a smaller green tree python. For the substrate, I use spade moss, which I find helps with the humidity. For the branches, I'll put a couple of different variety of branches in. I'll put some horizontal ones and some vertical ones, just because they use a little bit more energy flowing up and down rather than crossways. So this is helped just keep them fit and not become obese. A lot of people do think that green tree pythons, all they do is just sit there and that's it. But if you give them an option to climb on a variety of different branches, you will see them move around, especially at night time. Yeah. Also, for your enclosure, you're going to need heating. So there's many different ways you're going to have heating. It's just what suited to you. Some people use heat mats. Other people just use light globes like I do. So good. What you need is a light globe at one end. Have a basting spot of around about 32 degrees, plus or minus, the 1 and 2 degree mark. Ambient temperature is around about 30 degrees is alright during the day. Make sure you do have a thermostat hooked up, and you can drop it a couple of degrees during the night time if you want as well.
So for the branch size for your green tree python, it would be a good idea just to have the branches the same thickness or even a little bit thicker than the green tree python.
Another myth that people are led to believe is that green tree pythons do not need a water bowl. This is false. A lot of people just think when you spray them for the humidity, they'll just drink the drops on their skin. But if you give them the option of water bowl, they will drink out of the water bowl. Sometimes you might need to put a lower branch over the top of the water bowl because they'll just drink the water while still on the branch, but they will drink from a water bowl. Another big factor for keeping green tree pythons is the humidity. They do require a high level of humidity. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. Some keepers spray it once a day, others do it every couple of days. It really just depends on the enclosure you've got. Some enclosures will hold the humidity a lot better, like smaller ones. Other ones might need a bit more regular spray. You have to make sure you don't have too much ventilation, that it's not going to hold the humidity in and let any of the heat out, but also have enough ventilation that's just not going to go mouldy. So all you do basically is just get a spray bowl, spray the enclosure 100%, and then wait. The glass should fog up. So if the glass remains fogged for roughly about couple of, like 2 to 3 hours or more, you've got the humidity levels pretty right. So humidity is pretty important because the green tree pythons won't give a good shed for starters if the humid's not right. Also, it can lead to kidney problems. Alright guys, I thought I'd touch base on some issues that green tree pythons are known for. First thing I'm going to talk about is kinking of the tail. People don't really know 100% sure why this occurs. It does occur around about the colour change. I don't know if it's poor enclosure maintenance, dehydration, calcium, rough handling. They're not exactly sure. It could be all those factors. So as soon as possible, try and get at least your young green tree pythons away from pinkies and try and get onto some of the more prey items that have a bit more calcium built up in them.
So for example, more food items with calcium would say be like just go into fuzzies or even copper mice for your green tree python, or even just add some calcium powder.
And the other thing that they're known for is prolapsing. So if you do experience prolapsing from your snake, I recommend taking to the vet as soon as possible. It would be a good routine to happen to check your snakes every morning and night. It probably will happen overnight when they're more active, but just check them morning and night just to be safe. Okay, feeding. Like most pythons, it just depends how big you give the feed on, it's just how big the snake is. But generally, a fully grown green tree python will happily sit on like one mouse a week, or one rat a fortnight, roughly about the 50 to 70, 80 gram mark. What a lot of keepers do, and I do myself as well, before giving the item to the snake, they will inject it with some water. This will just help keep the snake hydrated. So another cool little feature about green tree pythons is, not just because they're green, but when they're hatched. Some are hatched yellow and some are hatched red or orange. So the Australian green tree python are typically, they all hatch yellow, but some of the Papua New Guinea snakes, pythons like the biaps, I'm pretty sure, they'll give off red hatchlings. So they start off red or yellow, and then roughly from 6 months to a year of age, they will start to go through a colour change. Now this could happen over a week, or this could happen over a couple of months. It really just depends on the individual snake. Right guys, hope you enjoyed today's episode of Green Tree Python. Just one quick last thing. You really should do your study and just find out a little bit more information before you purchase your first green tree python. I recommend buying this book, Complete Chondros. It's a really good book. It's got a lot of information in it and it will definitely help you out. Hope you enjoyed. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.